right, welcome to the port of Cozumel. Just got here on Oasis of the Seas. It is a broad that travels, and today I'm going to show you around the port of Cozumel. It's a fairly walkable port with a lot of amenities and a lot of great things that you can do for free, so let's just see what we can find. So walking right into the port, the first few things that you're going to see is Senior Frogs, Tequila Go-Go. This is the port entrance here, and then Margaritaville. So there are some options if you don't want to travel too far from the ship. I mean, there it is. Here's Margaritaville. It's like a 5 or 10 minute walk, and you're already into a different experience out here in Mexico. And then I'll walk you through the port and show you just how close the street is as well if you want to get out and explore the street. Walking into the port, got some cheerful people greeting you. Hello. See lots of people who are trying to get you on some cool excursions over here. This is typically the area where you would meet for your Royal Caribbean sanctioned excursions, and they'll have up numbers and things like that. We have duty-free shopping and Margaritaville. Lots of cool little vendors here. Pretty much any kind of souvenir that you might want to get, you can get it here. And honestly, a lot of these stores and a lot of these booths have like the same exact merchandise. So usually I just walk around and find out who has the best deal. But it's all, in general, a pretty good price. We got some jewelry stores, supermarket, drugstores. Honestly, the drugstores just slightly outside of the port are going to be cheaper. But if you don't really mind that much, you can find some fair prices, like 2 for $19 tank tops, so it looks pretty good. Plenty of people outside. Hello. Yes. Okay.
Where are you from?
Florida.
Cool, enjoy.
Thank you. Have a good day. That was hilarious. I love that. Honestly, these people are really nice here. I've always had really good experience. Thank you. What is it you have? Oh, wow. I can taste? All right, we're gonna have a free tequila tasting.
This one is, I don't know if you guys heard of the Maya pyramids too. But you like
Okay, this one is maracuya. Maracuya?
Maracuya, sí.
Oh.
Passion fruit.
Yes. Thank you. Okay. That's good. It's good. That was great. So make sure to stop by the number 11 store for your tequila tasting. Hello. Thank you.
I like her shoes.
So many stores. Very cute. Lots of silver. Hola.
Let's give you a free chance.
Gracias. They do have some pharmacy here. I know a lot of people come to get some pharmaceuticals in Mexico. But I will say that I've heard from other people that outside the port the prices are different. I'm not really sure. Hola. Not really sure what all they offer. I haven't been to one before. But if you're in need of something, it might be cheaper if you go just outside of the port. Diamonds International, if you've been on a cruise, you know for sure. Thank you. I'm okay, thank you. Lots of people very eager to help you out and get some of the local wares to you. Like I said, there is just so many things for you to purchase. This is pretty much just all shops. From what I've seen, there's not really like any local Mexican food. It's basically just like Señor Frog's and Margaritaville for food options, and of course Tequila Go-Go, but you know, none of that is going to be authentic Mexican food. Kind of feeling like I need that bikini shirt. Hola, buenas. This cool market. We have picked up some vanilla from one of these stores before, and it was actually really, really good. I unfortunately don't have much room at all for any souvenirs, so this is purely an excursion for you all to see the port here. You'll find lots of leather and lots of silver. And that way is to exit the port, but I will just take you around the port. Make sure we get a comprehensive view before going on. Gracias. Un poquito. So this is, yeah, really just a party. I might have to mute it for some copyright. Yeah, so definitely had to mute that just for some copyright purposes. Some very loud music going on at Señor Frog's. Seems like everyone was having a very nice time in there. But I will just go ahead and narrate here to give you an idea of what we're looking at. So this is the entrance to Señor Frog's. This is where the party is happening. And you can see the ship in the backdrop. It's just like a very nice place to grab a cocktail. You have the Cozumel sign here. People just line up to take pictures with the Cozumel sign and the ship in the background. And then behind them, this is actually a spot that you can just get in and start swimming. I've definitely been swimming in here a few times. You can just put your things on the steps there and just make your way into the water. And it is so close to the ship. Thank you. No, thank you. Oh my gosh, how many t-shirts? Cool. Yeah, and of course lots of jewelry. Excuse me. Oh, permiso. Alright. Out of the port, it's pretty easy. Get back in the port, you just need your CPS card. As you can see, there's a lot of taxis that you can take. But I am going to go the pedestrian route. No, thank you.
Hi, Barbie. Looking for a kid? I am.
Alright, that was funny. I don't know if you guys heard that. He said, "Hi, Barbie. Don't know if you're looking for a can." It's hilarious. I love that. Oh, can I have a map, please? Thank you. Que tenga buen día. Alright. Looks like we got a map. How nice, with the shopping, a couple coupons. Alright. Store that for later. Another map of the port. And we are out in Mexico. Check it out. Another Diamonds International, a cruise port favorite. If you fancy a horse-drawn carriage. Information. And yep, there you go. There's a cruise terminal. Pretty easy to get in and out of, honestly. I've walked around this port many times, and I do not feel unsafe walking around. I'm by myself right now, and I feel just fine. Got the Hard Rock Cafe here. And then I know that there is a casino right up ahead that I've been to before. It's kind of hard to find the entrance, and oh no, it's not. Okay, they have the front entrance open. My bad. I know they don't allow filming in here, but I will show you that here's the casino. It is literally just right across the street. So if you're interested in going inside a Mexican casino, there you go. And then we have the Royal Shopping Village. So even more souvenirs, even more options. Many taxis eager to pick you up and take you wherever you need. I wouldn't get in anyone's taxi that doesn't already say taxi on it. Tip from me to you, which I feel like people would know in general, but you can never be too safe. Usually the ones that say taxi and have the license number are vetted and they have some kind of license or something. I've taken 2 taxis here in Mexico. No issues, everyone's super nice. So you can do a little bit of a walk this way, but honestly there's not much past these initial shops here. Kind of some local flair. And then back in this main area, they've got some nice stores, a bank. I have been in this spa before. It's pretty nice. They've got some cute stuff in there. Kind of some boho action going on. And they do have some Wi-Fi in some of these spots here. I'm honestly surprised by how chill this area is usually. There's not a ton of people, but they do have a bunch of really great stores here. And then that's the back entrance of the casino over there. Oh my gosh, I love this store. Miniso. So cute. We actually have one of these back home, so I don't think I need to go in one of these. But look at what they have. It's so cute. Oh my gosh, I love it. Yeah, but then we've got some more boutiques. I think I bought an anklet here one time. There used to be a crystal shop here. I don't know if it's still here. Looks like some people are closed, which is kind of surprising. I mean, today's a Wednesday, but I guess you never know. There's a much larger market. I guess whatever direction this is, further down. You can take a taxi there, or you can walk. I'm not sure how far the walk is though. Yeah, so this is kind of the little village here. As you can see, there's not like a ton going on, but it's really close to the pier, to the port. So if there was some like small amount of shopping that you wanted to explore, you could just go here and just see if there's anything that suits your fancy here. Obviously back in the port you can pretty much buy all this stuff as well. Yeah, souvenirs, pharmacy. So like what you'll find in this port mostly is souvenirs, pharmacy, leather, silver, hand-painted things, the obvious magnets and things like that as well. So just walking through, and now here I am back in front of the port, and we'll just continue walking. Alright, so just steps away from the port, here we are. Not a ton going on, some local street vendors, some scooter rentals, things like that. No, thank you. So my favorite way to travel is by foot. Although it is pretty toasty, so a taxi sounds kind of good right now, I'm not gonna lie. But we are doing a foot tour today. Just want to show you guys how walkable Cozumel is, depending on what you want to do. I mean, honestly, you can go swimming in the port. You can get free tequila tasting in the port. I mean, obviously, they are hoping for someone to support the local economy, which I'm guessing is the bulk of the business here in Cozumel. Everyone is super friendly and helpful, and they look pretty excited to help people out when they're looking to purchase something. Yeah, the sidewalk ended, so I'm walking right behind this horse. Got a Cozumel sign over there. Oh my gosh. Okay, we might have to check that out on the way back, because we can get a shot right through to the ship. So I think that's going to be on our next stop. And right now I'm just walking alongside the road, which also runs parallel to the beach. But unfortunately there's not any beach access because this is all privately owned. You'll see a lot of resorts here, a lot of places where they're doing kind of like excursions and stuff. We did a nurse shark excursion down the road here. It's pretty fun. But basically that's all that we're seeing right now is like resorts and things like that. Buenas tardes. We got some local bars here. Looks like a submarine adventure. No way, that's cool. Another pharmacy. Casa del Mar. Yeah, beach club. Now it looks like that one says $45 USD per person for access. Not sure what all that includes, but I see some like tiki huts and things like that. So maybe a good option if you want to get some beach time. And really it's only been not even a 20-minute walk from the port. So definitely walkable. It's definitely toasty, but it's not the worst. Now this looks like a place you could get some Mexican food. We are getting into that kind of area. Excuse me. And then I know this is kind of like an uneventful walk leading up to this market and things like that, but you can see the ocean. We can see it, folks. It's beautiful. It is warm. So this is what the streets look like. I would say in general though, like it's fairly clean, fairly well maintained, fine for walking. A little narrow in some spots for strollers and things like that. But I would say in general, like I said, I'm feeling fairly safe. I don't ever feel like there's any kind of issue with that. Lots of opportunities for any kind of little snackies you might want. That's all here. And we're just gonna keep on walking, see what we find. So I went ahead and crossed the street, and looks like I found a little spot where there's a snorkel excursion, which is pretty cool because it's not too far from the ship, honestly. But like I said, there is no beach access here, so that kind of stinks. It's just some trees and rocks and stuff, things you would not really want to contend with in order to get to the beach, in my humble opinion. Alright, so the first little piece of public access to the beach that I found is right here. There's this little trail, actually. Not sure how loose that term is, as you can see. But there's your little beach access here. If you just want to put your feet in, the ship is that way. About 25-30 minute walk, something like that. So yeah, I mean, you could definitely try to get in the water. In Cozumel, one thing I would say that you should bring is some water shoes. There are a ton of rocks. The beach is very, very rocky. Or some kind of like Tivas or Chacos or something that you can wear in the water. I just don't trust it. I've definitely cut my foot on a rock here. So enter at your own risk. But yeah, so look how beautiful. Yeah, you could definitely just hop over that. If you're feeling adventurous, not really anywhere to like put your bag or anything. I believe there's like a public beach down in Cozumel, further this way. I don't know, I'll let you know if I find it. But it seems like most of the beach is just taken up by the resorts. And if you want to pay a nominal fee to access those, that is one of the amenities that they do have here. Alright, here we go. Just about a 3-minute walk from where I just was. Coming up on some drinks to go area. Hidden Paradise restaurant, bar, snorkel, Wi-Fi. Hello. Love it. Some beach access. Plenty of places to get food and drink around this area here. And back towards the port, obviously, you're gonna find a higher concentration of things like that. And hello. Everyone is so friendly when I have a camera out. It is just so nice. This has got to be the ultimate safety tool here, is just having a camera out filming. This guy's over here doing some laps. Heck yeah. It's just a really nice, pleasant day. It's September now, and I would say it's about 90 degrees. And a little overcast. Perfect weather. Not too hot. Nice breeze going on. Alright, here I am about 35 minutes from the ship. I would have to guess ish. My timing is really bad. My concept of time, I should say. Usually my timing is pretty good, especially when it's comedic. Oh, look, we got a little stretch of beach here. Not sure if it's private or not. But anyway, about 35 minutes or 2 hours from the port. Just kidding. Finally getting into some stretch where it looks like it may be public, but honestly, like I said, you're gonna want some water shoes. Look at that. Yeah. I don't know if I'd be like putting the kids in the water here. It just looks pretty rough. But there are some stairs down to it. That's lovely. So yeah, we're about 35-minute walk. Could probably have taken a taxi for a few bucks. But yeah, I'm probably not swimming in this just because I can see all the rocks under the water. I mean, I see some adventurous people doing that. over there, but if those waves start to kick up, I don't really want to contend with that. But that's just me. So some open beach access there, and I'm just on this main road, just a little ways down. And you know what? I do think that this is where we did the sharks and rays swim. This area here. You can see the like nets and stuff. That's how they keep the wildlife in there. And they say that they're rescues, so I didn't feel as bad about the animals being in captivity there. But it was a pretty good experience. I enjoyed it. That was through Royal Caribbean too. I don't tend to do excursions that aren't through Royal Caribbean just because I've had some experiences like suboptimal, but also like if there's inclement weather, if you're delayed, anything like that, like Royal Caribbean will make sure you get on the ship. If there's inclement weather and they have to cancel your excursion, you know, they have the ability to refund you. Here we are. There's just like a lot more insurance when you go through like your cruise line as opposed to, I don't know, like TripAdvisor or something like that. I've seen them like hold the ship because there's a bus of people who are coming back from an excursion that got held up for some reason. So anytime I have taken an excursion, it's through Royal Caribbean, and I just feel like they properly vet everything. I feel like very safe and just like taken care of and things like that, which to me is like important when, you know, you're only in a port for a certain number of hours, you know, a day, and then you only get to be there usually for one day. So like you want to make sure that whatever you're doing it with confidence. That's typically why I go with Royal Caribbean if I'm doing something like that. If I want more of a cultural experience, I usually just walk around like this and just see what Cozumel has to offer for me by foot. So that's just my 2 cents. Take it or leave it. Yeah, I mean, walking around here is a breeze. Super easy. I'm enjoying it. Just continuing my walk and happened upon this cute little fella. Hi! Wow. Look at him go. I bet I would find a lot more of you guys in there. And I will not be exploring because of that. I like to observe and I do not like to really encounter. Looks like there is some beach here. There's a sign right here. It says Playa Calentita. Not sure where exactly that is. We got some trails leading into the water area. And coming up on what looks like some more structures, things like that. We went on a stretch where there wasn't really much. So coming up on a little bit more of something to show you. Stay tuned. All right, first signs of beach, which I'm not sure if it's connected to this Playa Cosmica, but I see some families, I see some strollers. Next to this really cool lighthouse here. Got some benches. Starting to see some people who are just enjoying some free space for the public. And walking towards the central area of Cozumel now. So it's been a pretty long stretch of just this. It's pretty easy to not get lost. Knock on wood. Pretty easy to not get lost right now. because I've just walked straight down this main drag, and it's mostly covered, which is very nice. Feeling adventurous and you want to get your steps in, it's a great way to do it. Nice wide sidewalks and pretty even. Honestly, I wish I had a pair of like rollerblades on or something. I'd just be absolutely carving this up right now. But you know what? It's really close to the beach. It's really close to, you know, this beautiful wildlife, and I'm seeing, oh my gosh, another lizard. I'm seeing like lizards and iguanas. A little bit of a beach access here. Look at that. How beautiful. And hearing a bunch of skitterings of iguanas. So look no further for your free wildlife excursion here. It's been a really nice walk. Really nice. Just getting into the city center here in Cozumel. We've got the Cozumel Hotel and Resort. Lots of people on scooters giving a little honk to the video. Seems to be where the start of the hustle and bustle is. Traffic looks like it's starting to be more of a thing. Need to be more aware of the movins and groovins here. This looks like a carriage without a horse. Maybe they're pulled by thestrals, who knows? Honestly, it looks pretty nice right about now. Might have to indulge in that. Oh, guy carrying a machine gun and a truck full of sailors on their phones. What an image. I do love these beautiful trees. One of my favorite things about sailing in the Caribbean is I just love that the trees are in bloom and the flowers are in bloom just like year round. It's so beautiful. There's always so much color and so many beautiful things to see. Makes for a much more scenic walk. Just some nice vibrancy for your experience. Really enjoying it. Look at this beautiful tree I came across right in front of Dolphinaris, which, if I had to guess, would be where you swim with the dolphins. We got the taxi guys over here. Oh yeah, look at that. The dolphins. Oh cool. And I had to stop to take some pics. Brought my camera with me. I'm just like dual wielding cameras right now, which, you know, I'm trying to keep a thoughtful, safe eye out there because I am by myself. So trying to keep my wits about me, but dang, I love a good picture. I love this weather. It's just a really beautiful day. We have an internal cabin this cruise, so it's just a little dim. I just feel like I've been needing some sunshine. So this is just curing that, and I am just in love with these clouds right now. Couldn't ask for better weather for walking around and getting a taste of Mexico. It's really nice. And here we are coming up on the central part of Cozumel. Believe it or not, I did not pass many pedestrians going all the way back to the cruise port. I've probably been walking for 45 minutes to an hour. There's no telling, because concept of time, as I discussed, is not really great for me. So if I had to guess, yeah, 45 minutes to an hour or so. And coming up on the central part of the city, which is really cool. I've been here twice before, but it's been 2 years, so I'll be interested to see if it changed at all or what I remember, if any of that has changed. So we'll see, coming up. Got a little road work going on. Looks like a supermercado, if I had to guess. Hola, buenas. Oh yeah, we are in the city, folks. Look at all the vibrant plants. I would just say overall this city is pretty vibrant, pretty bustling. Lots of amenities. If you need to pick up anything, I have no doubt that you can find anything that you might possibly need. Honestly, kind of jealous of people on the scooters, but I do not trust myself on a scooter. No way, no how. So that's gonna be a nope for me. But maybe next time, you never know. Looks like we got another sign for a Hard Rock Cafe in Cozumel. 2 Hard Rock Cafes? These people are wild. Looks like another area for some beach access here. Little city center with a couple rides set up. I'm not sure if that's something that they have typically or if this is just like a seasonal thing that they have going over there. It kind of looks like a little circus of sorts. How cute is that? Lots of art going on. I've recently become someone who looks closer at graffiti. I didn't realize how much of a culture there was in graffiti. Obviously not cool to tag people's buildings and vandalize it, but in the right places, it's kind of a cool thing to look at. Got what looks like some very old buildings here. 7-Eleven. And I know pretty soon we're gonna come up on city center that I've been to before with a lot more shops and things like that. Although last time I did take a taxi. I might be tempted to take one on the way back. This has been a nice walk, but maybe I just need a little drink to get myself back there or something. Ah, look, another supermarket. Mega. If I had to guess, I'm about an hour walk back to the ship. Coming up on some more restaurants and shops. Like I said, it's all kind of the same stuff. Just depends on pricing and convenience of where you want to purchase your wares. It's kind of like every port. It's so funny. We were in where am I thinking of? Doesn't matter. We were in one port, and the lady was like, "Do you want to buy this, charm thing, handmade? My grandmother handmade this." And I was like, "Oh yeah, totally." Can't believe your grandma made this. And then like, so I think that was Roatan. It was Roatan. And then we go over to Aruba. And in Aruba they had the same exact charm. And I was like, man, she really got me with the whole grandma thing, but honestly it's really cute. We put it on our Christmas tree every year. Whatever. Oh, looks like they've got some Turkish stuff. That's more leather. Get some tattoos. A couple spots for that. So we've got some little stores before we get into the bigger area, which is kind of nice if you're like walking like me and you're not someone who's taking a taxi from point A to point B. Because there's plenty of places to stop if you need to get like a Coke or something, or water. Sounds more healthy. There's definitely places to do that. So I'm just gonna keep on walking. Alright, I believe we have reached the city center here. Got Punta Langosta. Best tail I ever had. That's a pun because langosta, I believe, is Spanish for lobster. We've got a Starbucks opening up. Oh no. Senior Frogs. I have to wonder what the locals think about Starbucks and International Diamonds and Senior Frogs. I mean, obviously it brings in jobs, but I just wonder how they feel about it culturally. Just kind of commercializing the area. I don't know. Maybe I'll meet a friend from Cozumel someday and we can talk about it. Alright. Cozumel. Got a little memorial statue here. Pharmacy, 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 pharmacy. Taxi, taxi, taxi. Boat, boat, boat. All the available amenities someone may want. Mexican leather, like I said. This looks like a really nice spot. Like if I was going to have a short little taxi ride here, walk around and have a little bit more of a cultural experience in Mexico than just walking around the port, I would definitely just come down here and walk around and enjoy the scenery. I would have to guess that the prices for the souvenirs have got to be a little bit better out here too, just further away from the port. But that's kind of my working hypothesis here. I know that I've heard, like I said, I've heard the pharmaceuticals are more expensive, but I won't be picking up any of those, so I don't really know. I really like any kind of like a beachy boardwalk area. I just feel like it's quite a nice vibe. I think Cozumel is a really nice area for nature, and it also has, like I said, some just like equally nice amenities. So you get like the culture, you get the nice amenities, the shopping, the restaurants, and you also get like this beautiful nature aspect, some amazing diving and snorkeling, and all just like very close proximity within each other. Another Starbucks next to Island Booty, and quite possibly the largest Mexican flag I've ever seen. Not like I'm an expert at Mexican flags, but gee whiz, that's ginormous. See what we got here. Lots of oh, Victoria's Secret. They got name brand, Diamond Palace, Black Clover. Seems like some pretty standard shopping options that we see kind of in the US, and a little bit more upscale with some designer labels and things like that, and all the jewelry options too. Wow, that is cool. Wait. Look at it. Look at it. That's awesome. Looks like we got a ferry there next to the Mexican flag that we passed. And here is the city center. Very cool. This is exactly where I've been before. I asked a local like how long it would take me to walk here, and I was not explaining where I was trying to go very well at all. It's my own fault. Yeah, so here we are in the city center. Got some tourist information. Lots of people getting dropped off. I see a lot of snorkel and scuba gear. Oh shoot. A lady with a conch head. Not yet seen that before. Here we are in beautiful Cozumel. Now this is what I remember. Cool, let's go and explore. Got lots of vendors. People trying to sell their wares. Trying to get that hustle on. You gotta appreciate the hustle. Yeah, if I was gonna be dropped off somewhere, probably be right here in the middle of all the action. Got a Fat Tuesday. Woo! There goes my camera lens. We're all good. Here we are. Made it to the market. Solo estoy mirando. Gracias. Alright, here we go. If I remember correctly, this kind of just a dead end of the street. I might be able to do a little bit. Hola. Yeah, a little less populated off the beaten track here. More pharmacy, more pharmacy. Yeah, this is kind of an in and out spot. Got lots of places to shop. You will not leave Cozumel without a souvenir unless you are desperately trying to do so. So we'll just walk back out and see. Thank you. Got Fat Tuesdays over here. In case you're into the New Orleans flair in Mexico. Get a poncho with your favorite sports team on it. It is your vacation, you go for it. Yeah, this is a pretty cool spot. Just kind of open with vendors, food and drink. Got some beers. Everything you could possibly want. It's just like right here in the city center. Very cool. I always like the little carts. I feel like they're so cute. Take a couple pictures while I'm here with my other camera. Cute. No, thank you. Alright, and just walk around and check out the area. Looks like it might start raining. Might be a fun time to walk back to the port. But it looks like either way you go, you can explore even more shops, places to eat, places to drink, whatever suits your fancy. And not particularly in the market for something. If I was, it would be a Mexican Coke. I'm a sucker for one of those. Otherwise, just a good place to walk around and enjoy Cozumel. Pick up a couple things for bringing back home. Uh-oh, it's starting to rain. So I might just head back. It's been a pretty fun, productive walk. I hope you found it informational. Hope you had fun walking around with me. Might take a taxi back if it starts raining. And yeah, man, Cozumel is just very accessible. Feels very safe to walk around. They're used to people, pedestrians, so people will readily stop for pedestrians and are used to people bobbing and weaving in and out of traffic, stuff like that. So had no issues whatsoever walking up here. Felt very safe, like I said. And yeah, it was a nice little jaunt out here, and I head back to the ship, continue on the fun. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.